Okay, so today, this is a cool story, by the way. I gotta record though, you know. Anyway, so today we have "The Queen is Dead" from the Smiths. Yes, I've reacted to this before, but somebody requested to do it one more time, and I have to say, I think it was 2 years ago or something that I reacted to it, and my system wasn't the best, and I feel like I've gotten better. So this is a Redux, and I mean, it really fits for what happened. So, "The Queen is Dead" by the Smiths. We're gonna get into it today. I figured, why not, let me indulge, and again, somebody requested it, so I said, let's freaking do it. So let's go back to "The Queen is Dead" by the Smiths, and let's listen to her again.
Between arches, her very lowness with her head in a sling. I'm truly sorry, but it sounds like a wonderful thing. I say, Charles, don't you ever crave to appear on the front of the Daily Mail, dressed in your mother's bridal veil? And so I checked all the registered historical facts, and I was shocked into shame to discover how I'm the 18th pale descendant of some old queen or other. Oh, has the world changed to revive change? Oh, has the world changed to revive change? Some 9-year-old chap who peddled drugs, I swear to God, I swear I never even knew what drugs were. With a sponge and a rusty spanner, she said, I know you and you cannot sing. I said, that's nothing, you should hear me play piano. We can go for a walk where it's quiet and dry, and talk about precious things. But when you're tied to your mother's apron, no one talks about frustration. Precious things like love and law and poverty. We can go for a walk where it's quiet and dry and talk about precious things. But the rain that flattens my hair. All the lies about makeup and bondage.
God, that did not feel like 6.5 minutes. All right, so yeah, the Smiths and the Queen is dead. So seeing in the comments here, I mean, it's not funny. I have to say at the time, I don't really care. As somebody who lives in Canada, the Queen was still a thing for us. Because Canada was part of the Britain, and then we went off on our own or whatever the hell. Anyway, so I don't really care if she's dead or not. But when it happened, however long ago, was like 2 weeks ago now. Time just flies by. Anyway, I feel like almost every Smiths fan, Morrissey fan, whatever, went back to this song. You had to listen to it, because it happened. Yeah. So with The Queen is Dead, and my God, I haven't, that when I went back and listened to it, 2 weeks ago, I hadn't listened to it too much before that. And I haven't listened to it with headphones on in a long time either. Probably since the last time I listened to it, when I reacted to it. Anyway, so it's just, you get such more of a intimate experience. And I mean, just, my God, what a ruckus that Johnny Marr and Andy Rourke are causing with, the bass and the guitar. The bass is so prominent. I mean, I also want to say, I don't know what I said in the original reaction. I don't watch my reactions. I find them cringy. And I'm probably not the only one. But so yeah, I'm just, going to go off the cuff here and see whatever. So anyway, yeah. But yeah, I just love, Johnny Marr. Just, he's the aggressiveness in both him and Rourke, and I just love it so much. And Mike Joyce on drums. I mean, I can't believe, going back to the Smiths now, just doing a Redux. It's just so fun. I'm having so much fun listening to the Smiths again, and reacting, whatever, not reacting, but reviewing it again. And then, how, like I said, how they start off the song, Andy Rourke and Johnny Marr and freaking Mike Joyce. And then, it's already a ruckus. Like I was saying, it's already a ruckus. It's already, crazy. And then Morrissey comes in and just, his young wail, again, this is like 1985, 1986 that, 86, The Queen is Dead. And I mean, just, he's that young voice that he has. And I mean, again, he'd go on, he's still young for a long time, for a while longer, but, his voice is just so good. It's just like, my God. And just, he's cutting through, talking about the royal family, whatever. It's just like, the lyrics here are just so cutting. They're so cutting and cutting. I mean, he stops you in your tracks, and I just love it so much. It's just, my God, he's just, he's just talking about, taking back, by the end of the song, I mean, yeah, England is theirs. It's just like, my God. And yeah, I just love, a freaking 6.5 minute, just perfect song. I mean, I just love it so much. I mean, my God, I feel like I'm saying that a lot, but I don't know what else to say. It's such a great track, and it's such a great tune. And like I usually do, on Genius here, I guess I did it before, but The Queen is Dead parodies media fascination with the royal family over bombastic guitar bursts and an aggressive bass line. And that's what I'm saying. Just bombastic guitar bursts and that aggressive bass line. It's just, there's so much feeling, there's so much passion in what these guys are doing. And what the context of the song is about, whatever, the meaning of the song, they're so, I don't know if you'd say they're pissed off, but they're impassioned. They're ready to go. They're in it to win it here, if that makes any sense. So yeah, it's just, and again, coming back to this, it's just like seeing all the comments on YouTube. It's just like, this is the day every Smiths fan has been waiting for. And again, not to say that, to say that we're, at least for me, I don't care if the Queen's dead or what. She was 96 years old. She's going to go at some point. But anyway, yeah, it's just, it finally, it's come, to happen. Anyway, so I am on Song Facts. I don't know if I was on Song Facts before, but anyway, in the last reaction or not, but I just wanted to see some other stuff. So it says the song shows Morrissey's unhappiness with the British monarchy. Yeah, I guess you would say that. He makes reference to the Queen with her head in a sling. Good Lord. It's not quite as vengeful as God Save the Queen by the Sex Pistols, but it's still a scathing attack on the royals. And I have to say as well, I've never been one to care about the royal family, and I will also say I remember in school when we had to watch the royal wedding. I'm surprised I got through that without stuttering or whatever, saying it right. But yeah, I didn't care. And I mean, I probably mentioned this as well, but I remember saying it's boring. I don't know. I said something. I got kicked out into the hall for saying that. The only time I was ever kicked out in the hall during school was when I said the royal wedding was boring. So anyway, so that's a core memory for me. But and when talking about is not as vengeful as God Save the Queen from the Pistols, which I mean this is Sex Pistols right there, new poster put up. But and I have to say, Johnny Rotten, John Lydon, he put on Facebook, saying that he's not happy that she's dead. Whatever, he put a nice little thing saying that he doesn't take pleasure in that she's gone. So it's just like, I mean, it'd just be kind of weird because he's like 60 something years old, and it'd just be kind of odd if he said, I'm happy she's dead. But again, Morrissey, I guess I haven't looked it up. I haven't seen any, it hasn't come to me about what he thinks about it. But I wouldn't be surprised if he's different from Johnny, or maybe he's the same. Maybe he has the same opinion. It's like, oh well, whatever. She's gone. Whatever. It's just like, that's sad. But also, I don't know if he'd be like that because it's Morrissey. So I feel like he probably wouldn't have the same opinion. And again, God Save the Queen by the Sex Pistols, and to say it's just so weird because I guess it was over 40 years ago, and they had such a vengeance for the monarchy and everything, and the Queen and whatever, and to now when he's in his 60s and it's 2022 and she has finally passed at the age of 96, he says he says he doesn't take pleasure in it, whatever. So I don't know, it's just how time is amazing, isn't it? So anyway, is there anything else I wanted to say? There's one thing Morrissey said to the NME in 1986. He said, "I didn't want to attack the monarchy in a sort of beer monster way, but I find as time goes by this happiness we had slowly slipped away and is replaced by something that is wholly grey and wholly saddening. The very idea of the monarchy and the Queen of England is being reinforced and made to seem more useful than it really is. The whole thing seems to be a joke, a hideous joke." And I have to agree. I've never cared about the monarchy, like I said. But again, I don't go out, I don't picket them or whatever. I don't know. I don't hate them, to my core. But yeah, I think it's dumb. I think it's, to have it in 2022. I really don't care about who the Queen is, who, the prince, the king, whatever. I love, just love the feeling, the relatability here. And it was so fun to go back to this, and I'm glad somebody suggested it because I didn't even think about doing a Redux or whatever. But I was happy, to do it, and to go, like I said, just to go back and listen to the Smiths and put it on the channel again. And again, my old, the old system or whatever, it's not the greatest, so it's just nice to have a better quality video, I guess, for Smiths reaction review, whatever. So yeah, just really enjoyed it. And again, Johnny Marr and Andrew Rourke and Mike Joyce go off on it as well. It's not just Morrissey, singing his heart out about the monarchy or whatever and going after them. And again, it's just like when Morrissey goes after somebody, you better believe he's packed, he's loaded with lyrics and words, and just he's gonna rip somebody apart when he wants to. So anyway, that's all I gotta say. And especially in the mid 80s, late 80s, there he was on top. So anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Again, yeah, thanks for watching. Even if because maybe some people wouldn't want to watch a Redux thing, but if you did, I really appreciate it, and I thank you very much. And so yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting. I really appreciate all the support. Like I said, doing this 2 years ago, I've come a long way, and the channel has grown, which is very nice. So anyway, thanks again very much for watching. I'll talk to you guys again soon.